Hi, students. Welcome. I'm making this video summer 23. Of course, I'm teaching this summer is, of course, World Lit. I'm also going to be teaching English 101 later in the summer as well. And so I'm not making this video for a specific class, hopefully all classes. And I'll probably end up redoing the video in the future as more advancements come out. But I wanted to talk today for a little while about ChatGPT and the ethics behind using it and how we can also be a beneficial tool for improving your work. I'm currently taking, as you guys know, I'm an English professor, and I'm also taking graduate courses right now in philosophy to teach that as well. And I've been using it to help sort of edit my writing after I already write. It's been really helpful. So I want to share some of what I've learned about it with you all. So the first thing to say before I get into specifics and showing you how it works is you don't want to use it to do the work for you. It should go without saying, but I'm going to say it just anyway. You don't want to use it to do the work for you. Perhaps you might have it generate a prompt to brainstorm. Well, you shouldn't. Even that, I would say, is a little dangerous because you don't want it influencing your own critical thinking too much. Use ChatGPT to help give you information, to help you maybe lead you to in the right direction. Use it as a tool to enhance your learning rather than do learning for you. As far as my own expertise with it, I'll just be frank, guys, when I say that if you generate a prompt on ChatGPT, maybe unethically, you could perhaps fool me. I'm not going to lie about it. You could perhaps fool me. The ChatGPT keeps getting better and better. But I like to think that as a sophisticated reader, as an English professor, I can tell the difference between what a human wrote versus what an artificial intelligence can write. And I've already caught, just from this past spring semester alone, I've already caught many people cheating. And no one denied it after I pointed it out. So, with that said, the word of the wise is sufficient. Right? So, with that said, I'm going to open ChatGPT and I'm going to show you some uses. So, I'm on this thing just about every day anymore. My job requires me to use this all the time now. It's kind of crazy. The ChatGPT can't, so one thing I wanted to do here is I wanted to insert not a YouTube link, but I want to insert a question from my prompt. So I'm going to take, so if you guys take me for a class, you'll know I often give short 3 to 4 page paper prompts. So I'm going to take one of my prompts. In Euripides' play Medea, question is raised. Is there anything tragic about Medea? Does she have any redeemable qualities in order for the play to be classified as a tragedy? Or do her actions make her completely unsympathetic? Anchor your answer in some textual evidence. Well, as you see, it's generating a response. And as you see, it's also this is about by the time if you would copy and paste this in a double spaced paper, it would be about 2.5 pages. And I'm asking for 3 to 4, and it's already spitting out about 2 and 2.5. And it's also pretty sophisticated in that it's giving you line numbers. It's actually giving textual evidence to support its argument. So, but I want to point out it's not really giving full sophisticated argument. For example, in the thesis, it's not giving 3 premises to anchor the argument. It does a lot of clunky writing things as well. I'm not going to point those out, but in general, the thing's pretty good. But so I'm leaving this up to you. So if you will be ethical, don't use it for this reason. Think about it like this: you're Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, and that fruit on that tree is hanging there. It's forbidden fruit. Perhaps it's human nature to want to eat the forbidden fruit. But as Adam and Eve found out, there's nothing but pain on the other end. So keep that in mind. Don't use it to do your work for you. So, with that said, let's look at some ways that it can actually be beneficial. So, I'm going to ask it. Um, so, as you see, I asked it if it would, I gave it a prompt to give me an itemized list of grammatical and or syntax changes I should make to my paper. Also, edits to help with concision. These are all edits that you should everybody should be making anyway. So think about it like you want to clean your paper up. You don't want spelling errors, you don't want typos or comma splices or run-ons, fragments, all the things they teach you in English 101 that you still sometimes do. And I gave it a prompt. Now I'm going to plug a student paper into it. So I'm going to pull one up real quick, put it in the ChatGPT and show you what it does. So I found an old paper, and it's a paper that I did for this class before at another institution. I took the name off. I just copied and pasted the content. This paper was a little rough. I gave it a C. Perhaps I was a little generous even with that grade. I'm going to copy and paste the text of this paper in. Let's see what happens. It did not do what I asked it to do. Okay. That's what I wanted it to do. And it gave a list of 9 changes. Some of them are related to content, some of them are related to grammar. And when I prompted it further to give me changes to grammar and syntax, it's popping out all kinds of suggestions. And I'll just say this, whenever I did this with my own writing, I didn't take every suggestion it gave me. I probably took half of them, but it's interesting to get a list and think about it. As there's so many changes that needed to happen to this paper that it had to make it generate further. It gave 36 suggestions for improvement. Like I said, maybe you don't do every one of them. Maybe you feel like what it's telling you to do is causing you to make a mistake, maybe reducing your clarity. But whenever you write a rough draft, throw your paper through it, see what it comes out with. You can also use it to look for common errors. Did I have any commas places? Can you point me to any? And it pointed me to a couple of instances with comma places. And have it help you search for fragments, run on sentences. I'm, this question, I'm asking it to give me some suggestions with structure and clarity, not grammar, some larger scale issues. As you see, it won't grade for you. It actually will if I give it a rubric. I will never use it to grade, I can tell you that. So I just wanted to do this demonstration. A lot of your teachers or a lot of professors are kind of late to the party on this. I'm serving on Bluefield State's Artificial Intelligence Committee, so I'm trying to stay up on everything with it. But use it as a tool to help you write. It's better than Grammarly. Some of you guys might have used Grammarly before. I think this thing's better. But don't use it as a crutch. As you saw up above, when I asked it to give me changes, it corrected it itself. You don't want to do that. You don't want to just completely trust it blindly. Use it as a tool to help point you to things. Ask it to give you an itemized list of changes for different types of things. And it'll help point it out to you. If you guys use it for that reason, beautiful, beautiful. That's what it should be there for. It's not there to do the work for you, but it's here to enhance your work and make your work better. So if you guys use this, and I would encourage you to give me some feedback. If you use this to help for this reason, I'd be curious to know how well it helped you. But again, one final word of warning, don't use it to do the work for you. There's actually some good tools that we now have to catch it. The tools aren't completely without fault, but we have resources to help us now. So don't cheat. Use this to help you get better. With this technology, I should no longer be seeing grammar errors in papers, frankly. Frankly, I should be able now to focus on the bigger stuff, which is ideas and structure and evidence instead of grammar and spelling. And use it. I hope it's a technology that you find useful. I hope it helps you. I hope this video helps you think about some of your other classes as well. So the link to the ChatGPT is chat.openai.com. You need to create an account on it, but that's how you access it. So hope this is helpful. Take care, guys. We'll see you later.